Hello, and welcome to Survivors with a Purpose. I'm your host, Monica.
And I'm the co-host for the day, Toya. Hey, girl.
Oh, look at her adding in for today. I'm starting to think she like it around here.
Hey.
Okay, so just a quick reminder to those who may be just tuning in for your first time or you always miss the beginning. Survivors with a Purpose is a radio show that basically we're here to inspire. We're here for to allow people to use our platform to share their stories and possibly uplift someone who may be going through the same thing that they're going through, and they can, understand, hey, if I'm going through this and they went through it and got through it, I can get through it. So that's basically what we're here for. We are transparent here at Survivors with a Purpose, and we would like for our guests to also be as transparent as we are. Meaning, if you're going to share your story, give it to us. I'm not saying give it to us raw, but give us as much information, because someone watching may be going through the same thing and all they needed to hear was what you were going through to help them get through. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is new, so I got it.
Okay, so really quick, you can follow our radio show on Instagram at the S.W.A.P Radio Show. Also, we're on Facebook, Survivors with a Purpose, and also S.W.A.P Radio. Hit those like pages. You can catch us on there. Hey, I'm sorry, you guys. Would you like to give your following? Do you want people to follow you? That's a big question.
They can follow me.
Okay.
It's on Facebook. It's Latoya Johns Bay. Can I get my business?
Yes, go right ahead.
And on my Instagram is Bedroom Candy by Toya. Hey.
Okay, we're not. Y'all nosy, right? Y'all wanna know what that is? Not today. Or maybe the end of the show for the people, the single people. So hold on.
It's a little tidbit, not much.
Okay, now I'm going to say you can follow me, okay, nicely, okay. Monica, on Instagram, it's Monica WLS, and the number 2. That's all I'm giving is my Instagram. If you're on my Facebook already, that's what's up. You need to stop. I'm not going to look at these comments.
What happened?
Hi, Ma. Let me give my mother her shout out.
Hi, Miss Monica, Mommy.
This is our top. Listen, she tunes into every episode. She does not miss an episode.
That's what's up.
Thank you so much, Mom. Diamond is saying something. I don't know why. However, I'm going to keep it going. I don't know. I'm going to read you guys' comments in a minute. I don't want us to get sidetracked from the comments. But our upcoming events. We have a mental health awareness event that will be April 27th. It will be April 27th. Location to be announced. It's a family event. It's a free event for you to come out and, if you don't know much about mental illness or how to deal with a family member having mental illness, hey, if you have mental illness, it affects everybody around you. If it's someone in the family, just come out. You'll hear from all different angles, from the professional level. We also have a young lady who's currently dealing with depression. She has a list of things she was diagnosed with. However, she's in culinary arts school and she holds 2 jobs while raising her daughter. So she'll be there to speak. We have a parent of a child who suffers from mental illness and has contemplated suicide a couple times from dealing with him. So she'll be there speaking as well. We have a therapist, a PRP person, and I'm waiting on confirmation from a psychiatrist. However, you can get all kind of information. Is it raining outside, you guys? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's still raining. It was raining when I came in.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering the weather. It just sounded a little crazy out here. Okay. So, again, you can get information and get understanding from all different angles. So come on out to this free event. If you would like to be a sponsor or a vendor, not bedroom candies.
I can't be a vendor.
However,
maybe next time.
However, you just inbox me, DM me, I should say, at Monica WLS2 on Instagram, or send an email to the SWAP Radio Show at gmail.com. So, with that being said, before I move further, this episode is sponsored by Taz and Dom, whom are YouTubers. Subscribe to their channel and check them out. Make sure you tell them that Monica sent you. Okay, so moving on. Our first topic. Okay. I don't know where you guys been. I hope you haven't been under a rock.
This is crazy.
However,
Crazy.
school nurse arrested on sex offense charges. 4 students allegedly involved. So therefore, is the door closed? Okay, y'all making me nervous. So I'm gonna give you a little background on the story, and then we're gonna discuss it.
That's fine.
And your thoughts.
That's fine.
Okay, so wow. I'm just still lost because I think she's like 23. Wait a minute.
She looks old in that picture. She like 40.
You said she looked old?
Yes.
Oh wow. She said she looked old.
She looked old.
I don't know. However, Maryland State Police arrested and charged Samantha Marsh, 33, of Crisfield, Maryland, with 10 counts of 4th-degree sex offense, 4 counts of perverted practice, 4 counts of contributing to the condition of a minor, a child, and 1 count of attempted 4th-degree sex offense. Marsh was arrested on Tuesday at the Maryland State Police Princess Ann Barrett. That's too much. So she just had to go there for questioning, and then they just locked her up while she was there.
That's like
why'd she go? Didn't she know what she was doing?
BCDC, city jail. That's what that is.
That's just too much. But why was she arrested there?
I mean, she turned herself in, so they had to arrest her on spot.
I didn't know she turned herself in. Listen,
okay.
I just think, even at 33, 23, I don't know what she saw in high school kids. This just sounds really nasty. Like.
What do you get out of it?
Now, it says that the victims are all believed to be students of Crisfield High School and Academy, although none of the alleged activity took place on school grounds. It seems as if she picked them up in her little minivan. Yes, I said her little minivan, and drove them to various locations. Now, I did hear that she had sexual relations in her van with one of the students. However, I believe they were 17 and older. And
what kind of school is this? Is it a mentally challenged school, regular school?
I want to say it's a regular school. However, I just have more questions because I feel like she knew what she was doing.
Too, yeah.
Because I thought in Maryland the legal age of consent was 16. So I don't know.
I don't know neither, because it's crazy. Like, what can you get out of a teenager? Is it the stamina? Is she missing stamina at home? Like, what is going on?
And she has a husband, right? Look,
right, she
has husband and children.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out, what is it? Is it the fantasy that she wanted to play out?
A fantasy.
I mean,
with these little boys, I'm confused. I got
questions. So it's like, it's rolling. Like,
I don't know. What you want to get Miss Marsh on the line? I don't know.
Put something in her books real quick.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You want to get her phone? Because she is held without bail. Okay, y'all. We might be laughing a little bit, but
it's not funny.
Why is she coming? She said nasty. That's nasty. This is also a topic that you'll be able to call in later in the show to give your opinion on.
Right.
I just think it's nasty.
It really
and
is.
I have two men. I'm not gonna say 2 boys and 2 girls anymore because I have 2 men. They 25 and 22, so I can't say boys no more.
I have, 23, 20, and 18.
Oh yeah, all of them adults, no worries.
Right.
So I think I would be furious. I think the mother that found out, I think she handled it well because I probably would have went to the school and beat the crap out of them. She snitched.
Oh, that's the one.
Like she went to the authorities.
I mean, that's how she got caught because she snitched. Okay.
Yeah, they went to the authorities. I don't know. I don't know if I would have went to the authorities first. I don't think that would have been the first thing on my mind.
Not me.
I would have been too enraged. Like, I'm going.
That's
put these paws.
She got too much power over them. I mean, it's just.
I don't know. I think I would have put the pause on. Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have got some charges.
I would have. We'd have both had charges. Put us in the same cell.
Right.
Because I'm going to whip her behind every single day playing on my child.
That's just too much.
And then, you know, teenagers, they be wanting them older women. I've ran into a few guys that like older women, but I'm not interested in nobody in my son's age group. That's nasty.
Yeah, a lot.
If I'm old enough to be your mother, we can't do anything.
And they don't understand that. I'm like, little boy, get out of my inbox. I have
And
a
look,
child your age.
see, that's always my line. That's always my line. I have a son your age.
Right.
Like, that's just nasty.
And they gonna say they don't care, sir.
But I care.
Well, not sir, but baby. I care.
Little boy.
Right.
Little boy.
Go have a seat.
She wanted something new. She was watching Lifetime too much.
Yeah, she probably was.
Okay, Maisha, thank you for that crazy comment. She was watching Lifetime. So again, you guys, you're gonna be able to call in the second half with that topic. Now, Lord have mercy. We have Tony coming up on the second half, you guys. I decided to bring back the people from last week. If we're gonna do a part 2, we should do part 2 with the same folks from last week, right? Unfortunately, my co-host, she's stuck at work, and I understand that because I've been there too, stuck at work. But they know not to do it on Sunday because they also tune into my show. Yes, my supervisors. So they wouldn't hold me from doing it. But anyway, so there's a awesome person. See, I don't want to be mean. See how I said that? There's an awesome person who wants to bring forth a bill. Me and Tony went back and forth about this online. And they want to bring forth this bill. It says Maryland lawmaker is calling for parents of students suspended from school more than 3 times for violent or abusive behavior to be fined up to $1,000. $1,000.
Wow.
Now, in my opinion, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
And you know, people were saying, well, I think it'll be good if it hit the parents in their pocket, they gonna get their child right. Shut up. Yes, I'm saying it. Just shut up. I was one of those kids. I didn't get suspended for being disruptive. I got suspended for fighting, but I was in elementary school when those things happened. But
I got some stories.
I wouldn't say blame my parents because and my mother can tell y'all, I would tell the teacher, what she gonna do, take my phone? What's she gonna do, right?
Right.
I'm in school being disruptive. I already know when I get home,
what's gonna happen?
Man, I'm gonna my mother gonna beat me. Oh my gosh.
Right.
But that didn't stop me from acting up in school. I just knew I was gonna get it when I get home. So my mother would be paying till today.
True.
I don't know how many $1,000 fines she would have. They would have ended up putting me out of school had I not gotten pregnant. I'm serious. I'd have been kicked out of Baltimore City public schools. So,
well, for me, mine is something totally different. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, mine was fighting because I don't like bullies.
Okay.
So when I saw someone being bullied, I was attacking the bully. So yeah, and mine was doing middle school, my middle school ages. So I had a whole bunch of pent up frustration from being in the house, and then by me being, like I said, seeing the bullies. So I bullied them. You wanna sit there and pick on people, on somebody who is your size. So every time I got suspended, you get suspended for 3 days. I come back to school on that 4th day. Suspended again.
Oh my goodness.
So my mother will be paying out the wazoo because I'm up here protecting people from being a bully. So, I mean, it's a reason behind everything.
Yeah, but do you agree with this or do you disagree at this point? I know all your children are.
All my babies. Well, I got one more.
We got one who have to be out of school now.
Right. So he's my baby, but he's not a baby.
Girl, they always our babies. Even the oldest ones are our babies.
Exactly. But that's sort of kind of, I wouldn't say 1,000 because where we live at in Baltimore City, that's people rent. So I would say 200 the least.
I don't say any money. I say what they need to do. It could be a reason that this child is acting out.
That's why I said.
I think it should be some type of maybe court-ordered counseling, court-ordered something. I don't think money is the answer.
I wouldn't say put it on them for like the first attempt. I would give them 3
Remember, they said
I'll give them
suspended after 3 times.
I'll give them that. Yeah.
Up to the fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But after, I agree with they need something after they've been suspended 3 times. I just don't think money should come into play. What they spending the money on? I want to know that. Where's the money going? The truancy thing didn't work. This is not going to work. I don't think this would work either. So I think that basically what I'm saying is don't take money out of the household. They already, it's a lot of parents going to the government for assistance.
That's why I said
because they can't do it. Most households, not most, but some are single parent households. I think that money should not be the answer. And not to bring Monique up, but if you say integrity over money, I feel like the same thing here. Like, which one is more important, the money or getting the child some help? Or maybe the parent need help controlling the child.
That's true.
I mean, some sons don't listen to the mothers. Then Lord, no, see, you don't have a girl.
See, that's another thing. If I had a girl, it would be totally, because I
don't know. I just said, I have one each. I can take my time when I might have to chin check somebody. My chin checker is in the other room. That's the daughter.
I just jank them up real quick. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know. But if, like I said, if I do have to put a monetary thing on it, I would say 200 at least.
200 can go to their BGE bill. I say court order them people to counseling, family counseling, whatever counseling, to help them out. I just don't think you should take the money out of the household.
True.
Because they struggling. So a lot of y'all out here living a name brand life, and you in real life you struggling.
Bills and
y'all be flossing on Instagram and Facebook and don't have a job.
Oh, wait a minute. The tag's still on them clothes?
They've been boosted.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So, people are so interesting.
Right.
That's another thing you'll be able to comment on in the second half. However, what we're going to do really quick is we're going to bring Tony on. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break and get him over here. Wait, you said wait a minute.
One of my friends said make it a community service issue. Let them do community service. Hey Tasha, hey twin, love you.
But what would the community service do for the behavior? See, that's the thing. The thing is
she said to teach them to misbehave.
The goal is to correct that behavior.
Right.
So they think by making the mother pay is going to change the child's behavior. I don't think so. Because if he already not listening to his mother or she not listening, then what is the money going to do? Oh, it's just money out of my parents' pocket. I'm going to go back to school and still act up. If they already disobeying the parent, who cares? So then it's like, okay, well, he go around, he doing community service.
She's saying
how was he correcting behavior?
Community service for the child. Not
That's what I'm saying. How was it correcting his behavior? He just doing community service.
He probably let him do something real retarded, like cleaning the house.
No, they need to try and find out why he's acting out.
That's true. That's what I said. Make that.
So I think the counseling needs to be, because you need to talk to somebody, tell them what's going on. Something's going on.
That's why
I just don't think people just randomly just act out.
That's why I said for me myself.
So
it was issues in the house, and then I needed to get that frustration off.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw people being bullied,
you use that as your coping mechanism. Right. Okay.
So,
all right, you guys. We'll take all comments and we'll be taking calls during the second half. Somebody is so laughing, but right now we're gonna take a commercial break and interact with this young man over here. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to block somebody, so I'm gonna end this live and then I'll be back.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today.
No. Sorry, you guys. You know, we be cutting up during our breaks. Welcome back to Survivors with a Purpose. So now we have Tony on board, y'all. So look, if you missed last week's episode, last week we were talking about finding love after a toxic relationship. And what's funny is I had a couple guys that agreed with Tony. But I had so many more that didn't. Some people wanted to hear more from Toya, so I brought her back. They said she was rather laid back and didn't say much. So,
because it was my first time. I haven't been on the radio in 3 years, so I had to get back into it.
I'm a talker, so it's cool. Everything's cool. So look at. Okay, so anyway. So we back to talk more about toxic relationships. Some people wanted to call in and they said, oh, we missed it. I wanted to call in. I called in and whoever running the phone, what you say, the switchboard?
That is so old. I haven't heard of switchboard.
Oh, the switchboard. She didn't answer. I said it was not a woman and it's not a switchboard. However, you called when the show was over. So now we're back, and for some people, you know, they have their own definition, made up definitions of what a toxic, and yes, I'm looking at Tony. They have their own made up definitions of what a toxic relationship is. However, okay, I'm just going to give you guys some signs of a toxic relationship. Now, Tony is not in the picture. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all know y'all got eyes over here, so y'all stop scooting around and going on.
It's like there's nothing between us.
Like that.
We just radio friends, so nothing.
Okay, that's good.
Make that clear.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Diamond. She didn't appreciate me saying hi to everyone. Hi, Diamond. Okay, so anyway, here are some signs of a toxic relationship. If you're dealing with any of these things, it's okay. When we go off air, you can let us know.
I ain't dealing with nothing. You can't deal with something when you're single.
Oh, he said he's single.
I'm single.
He's single and ready to mingle.
I wouldn't say
What?
all that. I'm on.
Oh, you're not ready to
Not
mingle?
ready to mingle this time.
I'm on my
You
own.
want to talk about this off air?
I'm on my own time. I'm doing what I want to do.
Okay, so that means you're ready to mingle.
No.
You don't want to mingle? No, we're going to have this conversation now.
No, go ahead, read your stuff.
How you going to tell me how to run this? Come on, son. See, I told them, listen. They said Tony was bossy. I'm going to let you see these messages, okay? They say you're a little bossy. So what's the deal?
Can you push that away from me?
Mr. Single guy, you don't want to mingle? You just want to chill, lay back, and say nothing?
No, I'm
come on the show to be transparent.
So I'm career chasing right now. I'm in the.
That don't mean you don't want to.
I'm not looking for nobody. See, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm looking for signs to develop a relationship. It's a difference. You see
so
what I'm saying?
mingling is how it happens.
No, mingling is how I keep getting to where I'm at now. I don't want to mingle no more. I'm looking for the signs to build something better.
But if you don't
get
mingle,
is
the
no, you don't have to get out there. You don't have to get out there. That's a common misconception.
So what you gonna do? Stay in the house? Right.
No.
The woman gonna drop you?
You don't have to go to a party to get a woman. You don't have to. You can be. Listen. There's not a party anywhere. You can find a lady at work, like in the work I do. No. In the work I do, I can cross a woman daily.
What you mean? You mean you'll see somebody outside?
Yeah.
Okay, because we was we got threw off. Somebody that worked where you work.
No. You can't do that. That's one of my.
Bush if she worked
that's why. That's one of my pet peeves. Like I cannot have it. Yeah.
She worked where you work.
You ain't anywhere I work.
Is it any girly girls that do what you do?
It's two girly girls. Like they can really like.
But they do what you do.
Yeah. One
sure
time,
girly
yes,
girl?
she's girly girl. She dressed. I'll pull up Facebook up. She's girly girl. Older.
Oh, so she a girl. Listen, I'm not even gonna go there because I love my LGBT community. I'm not gonna go there.
No, she's not. She got a boyfriend and everything. She's a girly girl. Dress up, heels, all that stuff. But she can build houses like you wouldn't believe. Like she lay a brick structure. You would think a man did it.
Okay, so back on track, you guys.
Gender roles.
Anyway, guys, let's stay focused. Okay, so it says whether you're running a business, working with a partner, leading an organization, or managing a team, the last thing you need is a toxic relationship. That includes co-parenting, you guys.
I don't have that problem.
He was not in love last week, young lady. You're talking about the wrong guy. Okay.
Who was in love? Me?
Hold on. Here are some signs to help you recognize a toxic relationship or co-parenting situation. 1. When they call you and ask you where you at. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God, that's annoying.
That's annoying?
Yes. Don't ask me where I'm at five times out of a day. I'm working. I'm delivering mail. I told you that 2 times ago.
Oh my gosh.
Don't wear me at all day long.
But you wasn't on that street though. What street you on?
They don't know. I work in DC. They don't know.
Oh God. But you can still tell me you on 5th Avenue, you on 10th Street.
What you gonna do? Deliver me some meal or something?
I want to bring you a hug or a kiss in the middle of the day.
Not with me at all day long. No thank you.
I don't have that sounds.
No thank you.
Okay, so this is interesting. Any relationship in which you experience withdrawals of energy without deposits will leave you in a negative.
Yes.
Y'all agree with it? No.
No, I ain't saying nothing. I agree with it.
I'm asking if you agree. If you're feeling drained. Oh, gosh. Ooh, that brought something to mind, but I won't speak on that as of yet. If instead of feeling happy and productive, you're always mentally, emotionally, and even physically drained, it's time to reevaluate.
True.
Lack of trust, hostile atmosphere.
Why you keep looking at me?
Because I'm just looking at y'all. Goodness. Because, I'm just giving you some signs,
So the looks going to go down.
Persistent unreliability. Okay.
I'm just going to look straight ahead.
Non-stop.
I'm just going to look straight ahead.
You want to look straight ahead? Okay. Y'all know people be loaded with that negative energy. Everything is always negative. Negative. Oh my goodness. You know what? Something that really stood out, and one was they said that when they don't support your dreams, when they don't support you, encourage you, whatever it is you want to do. If you wanted to do what that boy do on Martin, rent spoons, and they not supporting you wanting to rent the spoons, that may cause a issue in a relationship as well. But some of the signs, y'all, listen, I have 35. I could keep them going, but I think I named some pretty good ones, because that lack of trust, as I said before last week, is like a relationship. A relationship without trust is like a car with no gas. You can stay in it all you want, but you won't go anywhere.
That's true.
So these are just some of the signs.
That's true.
Of a toxic relationship.
I always say no trust, no relationship.
Then the communication, if somebody just sitting there, you pouring your heart out like, listen, I want this to work, and they just, that's not. It's time to go. It's time to go, because you're just gonna be mad and you don't have nothing to say. What you want me to say? If you don't have anything to say, because you no longer here.
But silence is golden, so that means it's time for me to check out.
Just like
some communication issues, it's not necessarily toxic though. Some people just don't know how to communicate. Because you could be in a great relationship and you get all the holiday gifts, and he take you out, he give you the time, whatever. But key communication issues just not there. That don't mean that that's toxic. That's just a lack of communication. And that could end up leading to toxicity.
Yeah, listen, y'all. Here he gonna make it up a word. Go ahead. It leads to what is it?
We proved that last week. That was.
It leads to what again, sir? So these people can see.
It leads to toxicity. 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 Look.
And he fixed that. What? Okay. So anyway, this is where we didn't connect last week. Listen, I just kind of sort of explained it to you. If I'm talking to you and you're not talking back to me, causes me frustration. And I'm not saying me, like this woman said he's talking to her man, but whether you know how to communicate or not, I can't be with somebody who can't communicate their feelings. I can't, that's me. Because if you can't communicate your feelings, you think buying me a gift is saying you love me? Because that's not what love is.
In today's time it is.
And that's
with the materialistic people.
That's sad.
Because I can live without.
As can I, but
I don't need no materialistic. Tell me. Tell me no.
It could cause it to be toxic.
Yeah,
that person gonna get angry and why you not talking to me? And now you going rah at him, and then he gonna end up rah communicating back, and then y'all just gonna argue. He's not gonna communicate in a reasonable way. Y'all just gonna argue.
The biggest thing with the whole toxic and communication relationship thing is understanding what your relationship is and where y'all going. That's the biggest thing. Like, if we're in a relationship and we just in it, just going with the flow, that's one thing. But if we got plans, that's something different. If you have plans in your relationship to go somewhere and you're not getting there, that's definitely a toxic relationship. But in most people, like me, I'm one of those person that I'm not making no plans. I'm just gonna ride this out, and whatever goes.
Okay, well, I won't say the last relationship I had was toxic. However, we had plans. We had plans so much so that it was money on the hall, money on the DJ, groomsmen picked, bridesmaids picked. I
never
said,
been in that position, so
F this mess. I'm not doing this.
What was the deal breaker?
I was like, I'm not doing this.
Communication?
No. It was like everything that was going on with us was moving entirely. I felt like it was moving too fast. So when I didn't say, well, I'm done with the relationship. I said, we need to slow down, take more time getting to know each other.
Ding,
and that was a problem for him. And that's not, you're not going to rush me.
Not knowing a person in a relationship is toxic.
Well, see, this is the thing. We didn't have that. We didn't have the.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Listen,
I'm saying in general.
But right now we're talking about Monica's situation and the planning and this, that, and the other. And all I'm saying is it wasn't toxic. I just realized, man, this nigga crazy. Excuse me, y'all. I did use the N word. I'm not gonna say crazy. I didn't say. You know what? I'm done. Goodbye. Like, what you mean goodbye? When you packing? You want me to pack for you? Cause I didn't. I don't know. If I say slow down, that's what I mean. So it is what it is.
From y'all started dating.
Girl, when I say it moved fast, blink your eyes.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. Let me tell y'all something. Whew, that situation, like, how was you planning a wedding with me and you wasn't even fully divorced from your previous situation? However, the divorce did happen, but I'm just saying. So we need to slow down now. We need to slow down.
You didn't let that breathe, marinate, let it die. He didn't let the divorce, like, be buried before he started to plan your wedding.
Listen, my questions was just like yours. I was like, what the? Why didn't?
So he actually planned some stuff without you. So he was the groomzilla.
You're so crazy. No, listen. The planning we did together, but me knowing when the divorce was final and all of that, I didn't know. I didn't know none of that.
Oh, okay.
I just take people at their word. How else I'm gonna look up? Oh, let me go on Maryland case search. Doom, doom, doom. I didn't do none of that. Next time I'm gonna do that.
So you was just riding the waves, just. Like,
I wasn't riding.
No. That came out the wrong way. Like you was genuinely in tune, but you was just going with the flow of things.
It was one day at a time. When you feel somebody, you feel them, and that's it.
Right.
What you say? Oh no. I mean, I was really feeling this person, and then when we got to that point, it just started going downhill. Every single day, I was like, oh, so you want to rush me into marrying you? I don't care what your situation. So for all I've known,
what was the point of him rushing you?
Without trying to say exactly who this person is, they are. They hold some title within church. So you know they looked at.
Never mind.
They looked at. You know how they looked at it in a different way.
We had this conversation. I know what you're talking about.
So it's like.
Never mind. Never mind.
So you know that ain't right. Huh?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. See, so it's like don't rush me because of what you want to do or how you want to be looked at or whatever. That's not gonna rush me.
They living their life.
All my life I've been in long-term relationships, but you're not gonna rush me. So now I'm like, okay. So it seemed like. So maybe you was playing me all along. You saying all the right things, doing all the right things, but that wasn't gonna get me to that point. So I was like, every day I was like, it is another topic, and it's gonna be a good topic.
Church.
I don't want to go to church.
That's why my last name is S.W.A.P.
I don't want to go to church. Because then I'm going to lose a lot of my followers if I go to church talking about church.
Boy, this place is burned down. You talking about church.
That's all I'm going to say. That's why
especially three names that come up when you talk about church.
Ooh, they always talk about JB, and I don't care who get mad with me about Mr. JB. Tell him stay out of the trap. I'm sorry.
Jamal Bryant.
You better know.
I got some more, but I ain't saying nothing. We talking about love, so I'm gonna just keep my thoughts to myself.
So you think he loved this congregation when he was out there giving it to everybody? All right, back up.
I'm not a follower of him, so don't get that misconstrued. Me and her have these deep conversations about.
I'm not misconstrued about anything.
Yeah, it's him, and it's a couple other gnomes.
S.W.A.P.
It's a couple other known. Just think of all the known.
Well, I want to know now because she keeps telling us her name. Why is your name S.W.A.P?
Because I don't do church anymore, and I changed my my status. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah.
How you going?
Because I'm a Moor.
I'm about to say that.
People know what Moorish Americans are. So.
Okay, so now that you said that. Tell the people that are tuned in. I see three viewers. Tell the people. What did it explain?
explain to it. I mean,
yes, it's okay.
It's a long.
It's not a long definition.
It is. Really, it is.
You gotta cut it short. Basically,
I'm no longer considered a slave. I'm free. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm no longer considered a slave. When you are more, you convert back over to being a non-slave, pretty much. And like I said, it's a long conversation.
You don't believe in American views. Right. Not all of them, basically.
And I'm not underneath American law anymore.
In her mind, in your mind, or in the...
Come on
now, I'm asking the question that the people gonna want to know.
That's
just
what they practice.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's on paper.
Okay.
And I have my identification. I can show you later or on after. But I'm no longer...
She not gonna show y'all. She just gonna show me.
I'm no longer considered a citizen of the United States. It's a corporation.
Okay.
If I say it's a long...
So you need that when you file your taxes and everything? Because you're not a U.S. I'm just messing with you.
No, you true.
I'm just messing with you.
That's true.
Okay.
All right.
That's another conversation, y'all, but we will not have that as a topic on this show. I'm gonna tell y'all now. We ain't talking about JD. We ain't talking about the person he took over for. We ain't doing none of that. All of them ain't right.
Oh, Mr.
Long.
What's her name?
The one that was long stroking the people.
What's the school nurse's name?
Marsh.
So they was all hanging together one day, huh?
No, she was on her own stuff. She made sure they was legal age of consent. So I want to know how they put these charges on them. So I'm curious.
Was it okay? Back to the topic. Go ahead.
Yeah, oh, that is one of the topics. That I'm just saying that is a legal age of consent. So I don't know, cause they were 17, and then Maryland is 16.
What about the ones?
I think it's a clause and it's like 16 and 4 years or something like that. Like the person can be 18, but he can't be 21 or something like that.
I don't know.
I think it's like 4 years.
I know my son's father could have been to jail. My mother didn't do that. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. Oh, God, that is another topic. However, you guys, listen. While we continue to talk toxic relationships, if you would like to comment on either topic that we have discussed, the number to call is 404-436-1277. Yes, ma'am, I just said 404-436-1277. So, Tony, I think you had a longer, at the end of the last episode, I had to cut you short on your advice. Because, we was trying to go around and give the advice. Or, do you want to just give the people, I know you think you just the expert and everything.
I ain't no expert. I'm a reader. I'm kind of smart. I'm not an expert. But I can only tell people my thoughts. And they transfer the knowledge, They transfer the knowledge themselves.
So let me ask you a question, please. Cause this is how you got to do him. You got to ask him a question for him to give you an answer. Because otherwise, he's going to talk about everything that you did not just ask. I did not just ask that. So listen, that's not true. That's very not true. Okay, so do you believe that lying
is a form of toxic?
Go ahead. He was going to say toxicity.
It is. It's ingredients to get to there. So lying is one of the ingredients. Yes.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you went home and you thought about things.
No, I didn't think
because last week.
Because you didn't even tell me I was coming. Look, she didn't even tell me I was coming back to like an hour ago.
Yeah, but that wasn't true.
Maybe 2 hours ago. You said
you lied like the devil.
So when did you call me?
Oh, the day I called you, you didn't answer.
I
had to hit you on Facebook.
That might have been underground.
Anyway, the whole point of the matter is this. When you were here originally, we were outside, you guys. We always have a pre-show before the show. And he didn't agree with us that lying can get us to the toxic.
I didn't say it couldn't get you there. I said that it wasn't toxic. Like if you're in a relationship, and you have a person that's lying, they may just be a liar. That don't necessarily mean your relationship is toxic. You're just dealing with a liar. But lying is an ingredient to see our definition of toxic varies with each other. So we had this discussion last week. So every problem in a relationship don't make the relationship a toxic relationship. Lying is an ingredient to toxic relationships, but that don't mean you're in a toxic relationship because the man is lying. He could have just told one lie. That don't make it toxic.
Then that lie.
See, here I go. I love to put people on blast. So let me ask you something. You received a phone call during our first half. Did you lie during your phone call or not?
No, I ain't lie.
Because we can hear your conversation. Why you lying?
I ain't lie.
Okay. He didn't lie.
I didn't lie. It's just not what the person wanted to hear.
Well, listen. I know that lying can cause all kind of issues, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a business, anything. Lying will start some
I don't disagree there.
So if it's constant lying, then that's very much so toxic.
Very toxic. Because you don't know if that person going to tell the truth one day. And then if he do tell the truth, then you think he lying. So
she grabbed your phone, and you say you ain't been talking to no girls. She grabbed your phone, and I'm not saying any particular person, but a female grab your phone. Like, she go through your phone while you sleep. You know what she might do? Take that phone and crack it upside your head. You lying.
Go get my phone, she gonna give it back like, you got a boring life.
He deleted everything. That's what that is. Before he go in the house.
Go in the house to who? I live by myself.
Well, to the person.
To what person?
We have a comment that say, from Demetrius, it says, if they are lying about the relationship, it's toxic. I know you don't think so. He just like,
Because I'm not a liar. I put everything out there, but people don't want to hear what they want. People will say you're lying if it's not what they want to hear. Like they'll say if you're in a relationship and you be like, no. Be like, you are because I just seen you with this chick. No, because you see me with a chick don't mean I'm in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? That's like, if you telling the person what they don't want to hear, then they'll assume you're lying. That don't.
I get that point, but when you lying, you know that you're lying.
Lying for
if they catch you in a lie, that's one thing about women. A lot of times when we ask you, it's because we already know. You got that phone call because she already knew. All I'm saying is this.
You already know.
We most of the time when we ask you the question, it's because we already know the answer. So just tell us the truth. So if you state the truth, 9 times out of 10, it won't be as
harsh.
Bad.
Right. Just tell the truth.
It won't be as bad. He's staring at me. Let me see. It's another man in the room. Would you like to weigh in on this in any way? Do you? No. He like, I just don't want. I don't want to say nothing. You lied before in your life. Your mic do work. Get on here, light skin. Let's go. Come on, you lied before in your life. Jesus. Now you want me to re-ask the question. Oh, go ahead. Turn your mic on. I'm give you some questions, sir. He's something else. Why are you shaking your head? Tell us what you're shaking. Matter of fact, call in and tell us why you believe if they are lying about the relationship, it's toxic. Come on, tell your people to call back. Oh, Lord. We might have to screen these calls because I don't need. If somebody call and they just going off, we just hang up on them. I mean, I don't have anybody that will call in like that, but I'm just saying.
And you can see everybody gone on mine, so.
And you be thinking they gone, they not gone, and it's a comment right there.
Let's see.
All right, so what you want to know from me?
Can you leave?
Okay, first things first.
Let me read some comments. Okay, so comment section, somebody saying, women always try to catch a man in a lie, but when a woman lie and get caught, they act like a stubborn child.
That's from a guy. So
It was. All right. So
I beg to differ. I disagree with that.
I think everybody acts like that. I don't. Let's erase the gender thing.
No, they try to flip it back on the other person.
No, let's take the gender thing. Let's
take
the gender thing out. Whenever a person get caught in a lie, they're gonna do the same thing. You know, they always. if I'm lying to you and you catch me in a lie, I'm gonna try and find something wrong with you or
that's what
something
I said.
to
Flip
push
it around.
back. Yeah, it's not even men or women. It's just the college of lying. You know what I'm saying? People that lies it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can't handle the truth. Some people don't understand what the truth is. Some people don't like to hear what don't fit their agenda. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in a relationship with a girl and this
That had been a girl.
I hope so. I hope it was a girl. Go ahead.
We listen.
when I was in a relationship, right? So I'm addicted to cars and things around cars. So whenever something came up about the cars where I didn't want her to go because I wanted to do things my way, like I don't want her in the car because I want to go speeding, I want to race, I want to do all that, I want to turn my music sky high. You know what I'm saying? I would tell her I'm going to see my mother so she wouldn't go with me.
Yeah, because nobody wants to.
You know what I'm saying? So I would go say I'm going to see, you know what I'm saying, my homeboys, I'm going boys night out, or I'm going to work. I would say anything where she wouldn't go with me. You know what I mean?
Why not just tell the truth?
Tell her that you're not going.
Because that's gonna be an argument. He already did that before.
Yeah,
I've experienced similar type stuff. So it's in a situation like that. A lot of times, women are gonna act like he's a liar or he's lying, creating a lying world, but he's trying to avoid conflict that he knows they don't agree on. And if he says, I'm going to take the car and go for a spin, I'm going to go. And he's like, well, no, because I want to do this. Because then if you let her go, then she go, no, don't do that. Why are you doing this? Why that? And it's going to completely mess up the experience. So,
you need to find a woman that likes that type of stuff.
Well, there's always that.
Yeah. Ain't many of them around that ain't been used.
Another comment. Let's go back to the comment section.
In that community.
It don't matter what community, any type of clubs like that. Car clubs, motorcycle clubs, they just pass them around.
Clubs.
They pass them
the regular club.
I've been part of both, so I will not date someone in that circle.
Well, she don't gotta be in that circle. There's women out here that likes cars, trucks, speed.
But why is
but
it?
That's not the only thing.
Why can't he be with a civilian?
That's what I
said. Or a regular girl.
He said that. He said that.
And don't like what I like.
Her own stuff. Okay, let me say this. I'm a newsflash. All guys do what he just said to some degree. You know,
including you.
Every guy. I'm saying every guy. Even your grandfather. He was, I'm going to the pool hall, but he didn't want to tell her he was going to the pool hall. He said he was doing something else. And just because a guy needs a safe haven space where he can just be around other guys or be by himself and just
the weight of the world is off his shoulders.
You need to find a female who will give
but
you
you
that.
know what? You know what blows me?
Even if she like cars, he still need his own space when she don't like it or not like it.
So why is it not the same when it's the woman who want her own
because
space?
y'all don't have to
Because y'all don't say that.
We don't want to go to y'all.
But you know how y'all get your own space?
How?
Y'all say, I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to the hairdresser.
No.
And they don't ever come straight home from the hairdressers with nails.
Excuse me, don't you go.
Oh, this the biggest one. I'm going shopping.
Right.
What guy want to go shopping with a woman?
None.
Me personally,
the guy gonna and if a guy call in and say he do, I'm gonna call him out.
That's what I want. A guy that goes shopping with the woman.
Most guys do not like going shopping with the women.
I'm in and out.
Y'all in the stores.
I'm in and out.
Have you went shopping?
I have went shopping with women.
Okay, because
I hate the fact that women go in there, and this was when I was in a relationship. And you gotta try on everything. You gotta match everything. You gotta go through every aisle, every rack.
That's not all.
I'm in and out.
You know what I would do?
I'm in and out.
I would go sit on the bench, and then here go the toxic part of it. Come out and say, "What's wrong with you? I don't want to be here." Why not?
See, I'm with you on that one. I'm in and out.
I don't know about that.
I don't need
nobody to go shopping with me unless he's spending his money. Because otherwise, if I'm spending my own, let me go.
But if I'm spending my money, I still don't want to be in there a long time.
Oh, we have a caller. What's that number? No. Yes, take the call.
But no, I'm in and out.
Hello, caller. State your name, please. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. This sounds like Nakia. Who's this?
I was trying to get somebody else the time to call. You know, all the phones are free right now, so I don't know why nobody else called in.
Some people got anytime minutes on Sunday.
That'd be so funny.
No football game, you know. So I just wanted to comment on some of the topics.
Yes, ma'am. We're ready. We're listening.
Well, I'm in here cooking, but I know one of them was in regards to the shopping. Monica, I'm with you. I don't want no man shopping with me that's not paying for the stuff. So I'd rather go by myself too and have some me time. Now,
she just said it. That's her me time.
If he's not paying for anything. That's all I said.
Yeah, if he's not paying, I'd rather be by myself in everything, in the apartment and everything, because it's just too much. But what was another topic you guys was talking on? I know you talked about the woman sleeping with the little boys. I think that's disgusting.
She said the little boys. I'm just like that. Okay. It is nasty. How can you date someone in your child's age? I mean, you don't have sex with them.
I don't even know, because even like when we be out, guys my age be trying to talk to my daughter, and I'll be like, come talk to me, not to the child. She's a child. So I don't know why men like little girls, but they do.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
And
it was one more topic y'all was talking about.
That fine, that $1,000 fine.
Oh hell, I don't want to pay that. My daughter do some stupid stuff, and don't charge me for her stupidity, because I do not agree. I don't want that. I don't want that, because you probably didn't have an argument in the house about that. Don't be charging me. And a lot of people, and you know what I learned, and you and I talked about that offline, half of the time, people that's always chiming in and making up these rules don't have children.
Exactly.
Because when you have children, no matter how good of a parent you are, sometimes they do stupid stuff. We did stupid stuff as teenagers that may not have agreed with what your parents did. So everything that you do is not a reflection of your household. I don't believe that.
I agree with you. Everything that it can't be. I
think a lot of people is missing the point. It's not kids that are getting in trouble. It's chronic kids that keep the law. If you read down to how they came up with the law was because the one little girl got charged with assault 3 different times or something, 2 times maybe, or 3 different times. That's how they came up with that invitation of that law. You see
what one little girl, the one who assaulted the cafeteria worker?
I don't know which one is which.
To the caller. I'm sorry. How was she able to assault somebody in a classroom full of grown-ups? That's the question.
Because she just walked up and popped the person.
Just out of nowhere.
I'm confused on which child it is.
I didn't read it. I didn't read the whole thing. I just glanced through it. But one of them kids that was recently on the news had 2 assaults back to back, and they said it was possibly a third one.
The cafeteria at
yeah, she assaulted 2 different teachers back to back. So they're saying
it was a teacher and a cafeteria worker. However,
but that wasn't the only one.
Just to be clear, they said 3 after 3. Then the parent would be charged. But just because my child is acting out, maybe I can't control the child.
But I think it's going to be
there can be a mental defect. And I always say that instead of mental illness. I've been using mental defect. It could be a mental defect as to why this child is acting out. Or it could be something that they went through. Maybe they have PTSD. Everybody keep using that. If they're not using that, they're using some form of mental illness. But that don't mean fine the parent because the child has a mental defect.
I think it's not just finding the parent.
I had that happen too where my daughter she only had one instance because she ain't a fighter. But she went into the school one day and whooped this boy behind, but that's because he was bullying her. And yes, she didn't feel comfortable telling me, but the teacher knew what was going on because when I popped up at the school, she was like, oh, she's reported it before, but we haven't actually seen it. So if she reported it to you and was uncomfortable telling me, then why didn't you call me?
Right. As a teacher, right. She should have called.
I don't think everything has to do, okay, 3 assaults. After the first one, that should have been some form of mediation, like point blank period.
Right. I do agree.
I need to see the video because we don't even know for sure. The media will tell you anything.
Yeah, the media did a whole bunch of stuff. Especially with Jussie or whatever his name is, the sweet guy. I mean, Jamal. But anyway, we want to thank you for calling in, Nakia.
All right,
you're not misunderstood.
And tell my friend, the lady with the dreads, girl, be careful delivering that mail in D.C., especially if you're on the South Side. That's
all right.
There's trouble out here. All right, y'all.
All right.
See you. Bye-bye. So look, real quick.
He said, "See you, bye."
So look, real quick, right? With that whole thing, I don't think that's going to be the actual rule. I think they got parameters and stuff in prison. And remember, this is all premature. They ain't really go through all the ins and outs of it. But just my thinking of how government laws and being in government for 17 years and just understanding how things go, I think that they're going to have parameters. If your child has a mental defect and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and your child do something, I don't think that parent's going to get defined. I think it's going to be more so for the children that are doing stuff and their parents are not doing anything about it. I think that's how it is.
So the question is, how do you know if the parent is doing anything about it?
Because if your child having problems, you had the first incident, and you take your child back to school, and they say, well, what are you doing to combat this, or what have you done? Is your kid an IEP? Do you have a psychologist? Things like that. Oh. These are all questions that should be asked whenever you
Let's
have
slow
those.
down, baby. Listen, a few weeks ago, my daughter, her friends, whole video, everywhere, everybody can see it. One little girl from the other clique gets up and say, "What's up? What y'all trying to do?" What happens? My daughter and her clique, they all jumped up. They all fight. Everybody got somebody. It's a whole video. You see everybody on the cafeteria. We go back to school. I'm thinking we're going to have a meeting with all the parents to make sure it's squashed. Absolutely not.
I know you.
We got in one room. No. This is what I'm saying. Everybody came back at separate times. Let's say it was one of y'all children. You came, brought your child back. You came, brought your child. We didn't have a meeting to squash anything. So why was they suspended? I don't even know. So how did you know that the situation was squashed?
You didn't know.
So, question.
And that.
What about what? And I'm just going to be the lawyer for the school for a minute. Mm-hmm. We just had a big brawl with your students. If we put your students and the parents in the room together, there's the potential that the brawl can resume
with the parents,
because we don't know how the parents are going to react to each other, saying my child did this, your child did that. So we separated, and so we can contain things and be able to get all the students back in school.
Separated and did what?
I'm trying to get the students back in school so we can continue learning.
And then they have another.
Have you been to that
fight.
school?
No, I haven't. I don't even know.
You're not saying the school name. So
yeah,
No. Okay. I'm just saying.
Oh, you talking about school?
Yeah.
I've been past. Yeah. Listen, I mean, school.
Listen to what I'm saying though. It doesn't make sense because it's not clear on whether it's resolved. Is my whole point.
Now they didn't give you a result of all the conversations.
No.
They should have did that. They can't discuss another child with me.
Well, they should have said we talked to you.
No,
or
I'm telling you what I was
would you like
told.
it better? You think it might have been better if they just brought just the parents in?
No, they should have had everybody there. If you need to have a school police officer there, then have a school police officer there. And I told the person, the administrator that was there, when I brought my child, Miss, listen, I done got in fights. But guess what? When I came back to school, it was one of my parents and myself. And the other person and their parent.
Yeah, that's how.
This just didn't happen. My daughter was just at Dunbar before she graduated a couple years ago. And her friends got into it with another group of girls. And what was we doing? The other group of girls was on the other side, and we was across the table.
All the time,
school police officer and 2 home monitors, but we got the meeting taken care of. Don't tell me y'all can't do that. But we knew right there it was squashed because it was her senior year. If y'all get into anything else, you will not participate in any senior activities. Right. That included prom and all of that. So it was squashed. Right. Yeah. And it could be the same thing for them because they 8th graders. So nothing, y'all can't participate in nothing.
It goes back to understanding who their parents are. If the parents are not going to PTA meetings and teacher parent conferences,
I don't go to PTA meetings.
And not going to, I'm just saying, not everybody's going to go, but you got to be like us. When I go to the school, I call you. You go to school, you call me. We're active, but every parent ain't like that because how many times you go to a school for your child and you see the same kids walking the hallways doing the same stuff, saying the same things.
I don't know. When I walk in that school, I don't know why, but them kids listen to me. If I say go to class, they go to class. If I walk in the class and they loud, what are y'all doing? Get it together. No. Y'all doing too much talking.
Because
she be a little embarrassed because I be saying,
and her voice.
Yeah. Right.
Light skin.
Yeah.
She was like, get in class. They were
like what?
Whatever. She was like, go to the
Oh shit! Fourth period.
Fourth period, not
Whatever, you know, whatever.
I deal with him off camera. What'd you say?
All right, so comment section said also, the stuff that y'all talking about is a way to lock the black parents and the kids up. They should have the same energy for mass shootings.
Look, I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. I work with predominantly white people, and they have the same amount of problems. It's dealt with the same way over there that it is dealt in the city. So that color thing is really, it's out the window to me. You know what I mean? Like, I live a couple miles from Park Hall. They had a kid up there with an AK-47 replica BB gun in a fight like last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it was on the news. You see them saying the group of kids. It started as a neighborhood situation. You know what I'm saying?
So far away from toxic relationships.
Toxic BB gun.
But no, that whole color thing, no, because out there they went and locked up the parents. Or I ain't gonna say locked up. They went and detained the parents for the children.
I'm with the person that commented.
Yeah, because I don't think you see what he's. I don't think you see what he's saying. Mr. Butler is saying that trying to put these rules on the kids from Dunbar or Douglas or whatever school, the parent being responsible for their actions is something that they're talking about because black kids are doing stuff. What about when white kids shoot massive amounts of people? They're not holding the parents responsible. That's what he's trying to say.
When I think of taking the money out of the equation,
or that,
a lot of times these children are in projects. Think about it at Dunbar. Just across the street from Dunbar is projects.
White people live in projects.
I didn't say that.
I'm just being transparent.
I didn't say that. You're not being transparent.
I am.
Well,
You're trying to play two sides.
He has a lot of white friends, so he's trying to argue that point. We need some white representation here.
Is being able to talk about yourself and being able to give. You're using the word incorrectly. What I'm saying is this: somebody who's living in poverty, living in Section 8. Let's say they don't live in the projects, but they living in Section 8. They only paying $100 for rent. You think they can afford to pay $1,000 fine because their child keep going to school acting up? No, give them resources to get their child help.
You just said the
not
same
pay
thing
the
$1,000.
That's what I'm saying.
You can give them resources, but is they dealing with the resources? That's the issue at hand.
So you think taking money out of the household will make that happen?
Remember way back when the two school police officers slapped the one kid up at Lake Clifton way back.
I don't remember.
Or was it another school?
I think it was Lake Clifton or whatever they call it now. But it was over there, and the school police officers got fired. They slapped the guy or whatever. And the one lady said that they had the long-term relationship, and the boy was supposed to be going through some type of counseling or whatever, and he wouldn't go to the counseling, so the officers slapped him. But when it came to the news, it didn't come that they had a personal relationship or whatever. They came that, oh, this is A, B, C, D, and E. Anyway, the long point is I'm making is that the kid was ordered by court personnel to take mental counseling or whatever it was.
Okay, and he didn't do it. So now, at the kid, you talking about a high school kid. He didn't do it. So, you the parent, you got to kick out $1,000. I don't think that's fair.
That's not what I'm saying. You missing the whole thing. But
I'm not missing the whole thing. You're saying that he didn't go. If he didn't go, how you fault the parent because somebody of sound mind did not go?
What I said a couple minutes ago was that if they're giving them the resources. But hold on,
sir. We have a caller. We want to get this because our time is almost up. Hello, caller. You're on the air. State your name, please.
Cookie.
Hi, Cookie.
How you doing? How y'all doing?
Hi.
I just called to tell y'all a thing or three.
Okay.
I know my daughter had a ball at school.
Who's your
Anytime she felt like it.
Who's your daughter?
You.
Don't talk about me. Talk about one of the other kids.
Okay. Nobody did what you did.
Tell them, cuz.
Nobody did what you did. But I just wanted to say, well, I'll talk about me.
Good.
I'll talk about me.
Okay.
Because I know I was a mess in school. I go to school, I fight every chance I got. But I didn't start a fight, right. But it was just poor Timmy. But I'm just saying, if my mother had to pay, and they wanted my mother to pay $1,000 one time, and she told that lady if it cost her 2 cents to get out of Baltimore, she couldn't get out of sight.
Listen, I don't know about any of that. I was an angel in school. I didn't do anything.
You was a who? Where? What school? What school was that?
When I went to Pakewood, I was really good.
What school was you? Was good at what you do, but that's.
No, I did not get in trouble at Pakewood, so you cannot do that. None of my high school years. Oh, one of them. But I was good in high school. It was elementary that I was really bad. And I only
but you was good in all of them, though. You really were good. However, way you brought it out.
That was terrible.
All right, well, Mother, we thank you for calling in.
But I love y'all. And
I love
just
you
wanted
too.
y'all to keep up the good work.
Thank
and
you.
And tell Tony. Tell him Gary goes shopping with me all the time.
Oh, he sure did.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. Nothing at all.
Thank you for calling.
Y'all we don't tell people that. You're welcome. Y'all have a good week, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right.
I just want to make a comment.
Yeah,
like
she
when I was in school, right?
My father goes shop
Gary
with her
goes
all
shop
the
with her
time.
all the time. Gary the man. Look, totally off topic though. Their relationship is very symbolic. Like I look up to their relationship. Like
Who are we talking about?
your mother and father.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying their relationship is very symbolic. It's like what is it? 40.
Look, she said something. 48.
48 years. That's black love. That's friendship love.
Right.
Wonderful.
40.
But anyway,
404-436-1277. Y'all gonna get us in trouble.
back to the topic. Right? So I was a terror from pre-K all the way through. Right? I got put out of elementary school. One of my cousins brought a
talk
knife.
too much.
No, one of my cousins brought a knife to school. Right? So when she get in trouble, I go in there. It was like, because we was always tighter than thieves. And it's like, well, who knife is it? So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at her like, you gonna take your own charge? And she was like, it's Tony knife. I'm like, all right, boom.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Boom, I get put out of all city schools, I get to go back. I was mad that they put me out of Frederick Elementary. And I had to walk 16 blocks to Lockham and Bundy.
That was a long walk.
My mother would not pay for bus fare, nothing, because she said it was my fault. So from that point on, I had a
I ain't gonna say nothing about
resentment
her.
for school.
I'm not saying nothing about her.
I
Anyway.
had a resentment for school. I was a terror.
So
I can tell.
somehow we got away from toxic relationships. It's not going to be a part 3. We are not going to be dwelling on toxic relationships. However, it's going to be interesting. Maybe I can do a 2-part next week. However, the next show is going to be domestic violence, though. We're going to have a call-in guest. Okay. You said 4.
Because I know who your calling guest is.
You don't.
I do.
That's in 2 weeks. That's in 2 weeks. He think he know everybody. You know.
Jesse Smoke. You said the Wesley Smoke.
That was funny.
That was not funny.
That
That was not funny. That's not right. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. But no,
Is it
listen.
domestic violence if you pay for it?
If you pay for what?
Get beat up.
That's assault.
But if you pay for it, that's your employee.
He got paid to get beat up.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all so close to the investigation that you now know that you know what the media.
I'm lost because I don't.
Exactly.
I only know
You have to
bits and
use the
pieces
word
of it.
allegedly because yes.
I only know bits and pieces of it. So
Yes. Well, allegedly, R. Kelly has another video with another 14-year-old.
they need to just leave that. Man
It is allegedly. You seen the video?
You gotta say it.
All right then. So listen.
See God?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I saw him.
You saw
I saw him. I don't know why you looking at her. I saw him.
You saw evidence.
I saw him.
What color is his hair?
It's clear.
Transparent.
Listen, I'm messing with him because this old I don't even know what he want to call himself because it's not like I don't know what he believes in. And I don't really care at this point. You did this. I'm trying to do that. You won't let me. So now y'all, listen, y'all can't see behind the cameras. Shavria wanted to call in, but boy, you don't know if it's R. Kelly. Look at Stephon. I guess he knows it's not R. Kelly. Listen, all y'all investigators, I'm waiting for the truth to come out about R. Kelly, Jamal Lyons. Oh, we're telling these lies. Listen, I'm waiting for everybody's truth. I'm waiting for Tony's truth.
My truth is out there. What else you want to know?
I don't know, because you just got checked over there. And I just want to know.
I can't talk about that.
That's
it wasn't about where I was at. It was something totally different.
Okay,
and I'll explain to you afterwards.
That's what I said off air. Yeah. It's not for everybody on the YouTube. It's not for everybody on the Facebook. And somebody laughing their ass off. Oh, I'm sorry, man. And we don't cuss on this show. I don't know.
I can't see that.
I don't know. Next week we're gonna have some Patron. I'm gonna need it listening to these two stories. Well, there's one story and then it's another one. But anyway, again, you guys, I'm having a mental health awareness event on April 27th. It's a free event for all family members of all ages. We'll be doing, I just added Zumba to the event so you can come through and get your little 15 to 20 minute workout on. You know, Zumba helps with stress. So if you have a family member, and you do.
What? You
have a family member who suffers from mental illness.
I have several.
They be in that group chat that we always in.
I have several.
Okay? They always want a video chat while we at work. Yeah, I hope all of them come to this event.
Washing dishes.
Oh, look at them. Of course they going to be commenting. Yes, they need to come. They definitely need to come and get this workout on, because I think something wrong, they can exercise and get that stuff together. But
we all working out now, though.
No. Anyway, he trying to take me somewhere else, but we can talk about that offline. About the deaf keto stuff, all that. I don't know where you going with that.
I wasn't going nowhere.
That's where you was going at. That's where you was going at. You want to mention the butchers. Y'all haven't heard about the butchers. We'll explain that well, he won't be here, so he's not coming back. But you can follow me and the radio show, the S.W.A.P radio show, on Instagram, Monica WLS2 on Instagram as well. Like our Facebook page, Survivors with a Purpose, and S.W.A.P Radio. Next week, as I said, we're going to have domestic violence. I think Toya likes her space here. We'll see how that works out if she be back.
I don't mind coming back.
Look at it. I don't like that. I don't mind. I don't do those. Okay. When people want to come back, then we want you back.
If you need,
but Tony, don't. Tony, you can call in.
Dang.
This is a women's show. You can call in.
I just came because you called me and asked me to come.
I didn't call you this time.
You Facebook messaged me.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I said the people asked you. 2 guys agreed and like 5 or more disagreed. Yeah. And
I'm fine with it.
So they wanted to hear more. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So again, I thank you guys for coming on. I thank you for stepping in for my co-host not being able to make it today.
No problem.
And we're here each and every Sunday, 6 p.m. Where we be at? Where we at right now? Oh, we at radioonfire.com. So until next week, we walk by faith, not by sight.